Stoner comedy for the holidays. I've liked it before. Hopefully I'll like it again. The Night Before. So The Night Before is a stoner comedy. I want to call it a stoner comedy, but really Seth Rogen's the only one in this movie that really gets high. But they try to score weed throughout the movie, so yeah, stoner comedy. And it stars Seth Rogen, Anthony Mackie, and Joseph Gordon-Levitt. They're a group of friends. They have a tradition on Christmas. They go around New York and they do a series of events and things. Anthony Mackie and Seth Rogen at this point in their lives are like, we're kind of over this tradition, but Joseph Gordon-Levitt is like, oh, it's tradition, we have to do it. So this is their last year doing this. And I did have fun in this movie. I enjoyed the second half of this movie more than I enjoyed the first half of this movie. The bummer of a stoner holiday comedy or a stoner comedy in general is, generally speaking, it's been done. We have seen it. People have landed on this Plymouth Rock before. But you can't really deny the fun you're having. First of all, I love the group of friends. I love their chemistry. Everyone in this movie had great chemistry. I bought them as friends. Seth Rogen was a bit cartoonish, but he's on, mushrooms and weed, Molly, and 100 other things. So it's kind of his role in the movie. He's like, hey, I'm gonna be the target audience for this movie on screen for them to relate to. And oh my god, this movie has the greatest cameo ever by the perfect actor to play this character and the perfect character to be. I don't even want to ruin it for you. I don't want to tell you what actor plays the cameo, but I'm just saying it's perfect. It's beautiful. Now, a thing that keeps a movie like this with this premise fresh are the pop culture references, because time changes, so the references will change. And this movie has pop culture references, more in the second half than the first half, which might be why I felt the second half was a little more enjoyable, because the second half felt new. Now, the thing that brought this movie home for me and saved the movie for me was also completely unexpected, and that is a very touching story about friendship in here. This movie, deep down at its core, is a very touching story about friendship and how friendships, they evolve and they change throughout time, and you shouldn't hold on to the past. You should roll with it, because that evolution of friendship doesn't make the friendship any less relevant or any less strong. In fact, it does make it stronger. So it was a really cool lesson throughout this movie and a very relevant one. The funniest scene in this movie was the church scene with Seth Rogen, but you saw that in the trailer and that really compromised it for me. And I was laughing in that scene. It was a funny scene. I can only imagine how hard I would have laughed if I had not even known anything about that scene because of the trailer. I hate it when trailers do that, when they show the funniest scene in the movie. Guys, in the end, The Night Before is by and large what you expect from a movie like The Night Before. Some of the jokes were hit and miss, and you can argue that most of the jokes hit, just not as hard as the movie wanted them to hit. But the heartfelt message about friendship in this movie, I felt was really touching. That really brought it home for me, and I will say The Night Before is a good time. No alcohol or anything else required. It's really funny because as I'm filming this, Harold and Kumar's Christmas and this movie, they're right neck and neck on Rotten Tomatoes. And that's gonna be my question for you. The Night Before or Harold and Kumar Christmas? Which one do you prefer? Whatever you like, comment below, let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.